Ready for action.
Waiting on that train to be ready.
Race 7. Off now. Scarlet Speedster from the inside dawdled away. More races and jumping away very quickly as Potent Secret showing dazzling speed. Through the first 200, Potent Secret whipped over from the outside to lead more races, and they'd settle down 3 in front of Ameliago. Light the Fuse, Rosebush kicking up now to be handy. Mekong Den, Crystal Dane in the middle is next of all, and making ground Scarlet Speedster. A length Altani followed by Klondike Kenny, back with Zatorio, then Northern River, Ginger dropping well back, and last is Zachariah Bow. At the 600, Potent Secret steadied them up after flying away from the gates, led the way for more races. 3 deep nearing the turn is Ameliago. Rosebush kicked up underneath of her. Light the Fuse found itself 4 and 5 deep, followed then on the rails by Scarlet Speedster tracking through. They're being followed by Crystal Dane and Mekong Den. Altani headed the remainder into the straight. More races, Potent Secret there together. Down past the 200, Potent Secret, more races, 2 lengths to Rosebush, followed by Ameliago. Altani is starting to come with a great run, and so Zachariah Bow. Altani had grabbed the lead. Altani from Zachariah Bow from last, but Altani's won. Altani beat Zachariah Bow. They queued up for third. More races, Northern River, Rosebush, Zatorio flying home with Ginger. They finished in front of Ameliago, Light the Fuse and Potent Secret. Scarlet Speedster. In behind them next of all is Crystal Dane, Klondike Kenny, and back at the tail, Mekong Den. Number 10's the winner, Altani. For the Tiana Robertson stable, Peter Nucky getting home on Altani, which won here a couple of runs ago, and has set sail down the outside with Zachariah Bow coming from the back of the field with a big finishing run. But Altani has got the last of the day as we stand by for the full list of the placings here. And that brings up another winner here this afternoon as well for Peter Nucky. So Pete booting home Eurasia to victory in race 5. And now in the last with Altani, who won by a long neck in 1:11.95. Over 15, Zachariah Bow. Third, number 5. And that is Northern River, which is poked up right up against the rails in front of more aces who got involved in that speed battle in front. And behind those, Zatorio, Ameliago, she got into a handy enough spot and then suddenly found herself a bit deep, but couldn't go on under the 59 kilos late. So 10, 15, 5 and 3 to round out the day. The winner, Altani, is by Universal Ruler from Swanky Girl, a daughter of Volksrad, owned by D. Demoski, trained by Tiana Robertson, and a winning double for Pete Nucky. 15 second, Zachariah Bow by Blackfriars out of Brooks Me Baby, Greg Bugle Hull and Andrew Castle. And 5 Northern River by Ad Valorum from Percussive. Lindsay Smith and Peter Hall combining back there in third placing. There were a couple of other good runs there. Ginger, Zatorio, a lot of fast finishers who got well back with that cracking pace that had been set through the early and then the mid stages of the race. Well, we can go down now into the yard. Of course, Tiana Robertson, well known as the trainer of the Flying Grey in Fabergino, but she wins the last here at the midweeks this afternoon and rounds out the twilight with Altani's big finishing run as well.
Yes, best known as the trainer of the Flying Grey, but that was the Flying Altani just then, a horse that we have seen ridden up on the pace, but gee, she shows a nice turn of foot.
Yeah, we're still sort of learning with her. It's my first prep. She won from coming back from further back a couple of runs ago, and it seems to suit her, and it worked well today.
Certainly did. I guess you were dictated to a little bit in terms of the barrier. There were no other options, but is that the way you'd like to see her ridden going forward, with a sit and save her for that last run?
Yeah, I think so. She seems to be running well. She has won leading before, but she seems to show that really good finish in a race if she can settle early.
1,200 metres today. In terms of the way she attacked the line, are you attempted to step her up?
We'll see. She's a bit of a finicky filly. She hasn't got much condition on her, so to get that extra leg work into her might not be to her favour, so she'll probably stay here for now.
For that reason, do you try space her runs a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. Both wins have been off 3 weeks in between runs, so she seems to like Ascot, which isn't a bad thing for me. So yeah, no, I think it works for her.
Congratulations on a very nice win.
Thanks.
Tiana Robertson, trainer of Altani, put the winkers on today and settled back in the field, dictated to by the barrier, and that's exactly how she won 2 starts ago. But prior to that, when she was once in the care, I think it was of Darren McAuliffe, we saw her roll forward a fair amount, and she really benefits, I think, from being able to go back in the field. We'll wait for Peter Nucky to weigh in, and then we'll have chat to him after this victory of Altani. We see that in the end it was Northern River who did get third, so Marty Young was right. He said that with a bit of luck this horse could fill the placings, and that's exactly what it did. So it's another tick for the Lindsay Smith Twitter page. We're keeping a close eye on that. And the 15 was second there, and Zachariah Bowe also finishing off very well. More Races sat outside the leader, long odds leader there, and ended up finishing 4th. Peter Nucky jumps off the scales. Pete, a really nice turn of foot from that horse.
Yeah, he went super. Like we got a good run from 3 deep out there where we were, and everything sort of went into plan. But you know, Tiana, she's a shining light in this sport. She's done so good. Like I've had a lot to do with the last 6-12 months, and can't condemn her enough. You know, congratulations to all her and her staff. And she's a hard worker, and it's what we look forward to. You know, see these young trainers come through the ranks, and she's the next one to take this step, and she's training well beyond her youth, you know.
You always try to make mention of Tiana and obviously the work she does with Fabergino, but it's a massive team that she trains of youngsters, her connection with Adam Durant, looking after his youngsters, and she's a quiet achiever in this sport, isn't she?
Yeah, she's bloody super hard worker. Like I don't see anyone work as hard as what she does, and Bucky's there behind the scenes doing what he does too, and they've got the young staff there, but yeah, she does Adam's pre-trainers. There's another 20-30 there of his, and people don't see what they put in, and you know, she's getting the rewards now for what she's doing.
And you're the beneficiary and able to sit on them on race day. Well done.
That's right. Thank you.
Peter Nucky winning the last here with Altani.